Hi everyone, how's it going? Today I'm going to be teaching you about Pandas. Not the big cute animal, but the very popular Python package. Pandas is one of the most popular packages for doing data science, machine learning, and AI in Python. So let's jump into it. What we start off with in this first code block is we're going to show you how to import Pandas. So the first thing that you'll have to do is do pip install pandas. Next, we're going to import pandas as PD. So if I run this, I'll just comment this, but it's imports. Cool. So next, what we're going to get to is actually loading data. So in Pandas, what it's actually used for is it's kind of like working with Excel spreadsheets, but within Python. Pandas will take in data in a tabular format and make it so much easier with built-in functions to actually run a lot of complex stuff, so you don't have to reinvent Excel from scratch. Now, you can typically load data into the Pandas format, either from an Excel file or a CSV. Here, I'm just going to create an example data set of a table where I write data. This is typically how you would define a table in Python, but it's super ugly. So I'll show you what Pandas does to it. So there we go. That is typically how you would write a table in pure Python, and it's a bit ugly. And in order to convert it into Pandas, we use these things called data frames. So a data frame in Pandas is just like a table. It's the table format. So I'm going to write df, which stands for data frame, and I'm going to write equals pd. So as we've seen up here, that's what Pandas is, pd.dataframe data, and this will import this data from Python into the Pandas format. You can see it's really nice and neat. So that's how you load data. And let me show you a couple of other neat tricks. Print df.head. It'll print out the first 5 rows. So here are the first 5, but if I do the first 2, it'll print out the first 2. And this helps you if you have a really big data set and you only want to see a couple of rows. Next, what if I want to see just one column? So if I do df, I can just pick the name column. It'll give me all of the names here in that column. So it'll give me Zuck, Jeff, and Elon. And if I want to get a very specific value or specific row, you can use the .iloc function. So if I do .iloc in square brackets and I do 0, it'll fetch the 0th row. So here the 0th row is Zuck 86 in red. But if I just want the first value in the first column, I can write 0, 0, and this will give me Zuck, which is 0, 0. If I do 0, 1, it'll give me 86. And if I do 0, 2, it'll give me red. So that's how you access specific values in a Pandas data frame. I'll comment that out now. And lastly, what I'll show you is that you can also do df.describe. This gives you some stats and useful information of the table that you've just built.